I'm your meter reader. We think your meter is overcharging you. Surprisingly, no one wanted to open their door to get served papers, but they couldn't refuse a chance for free money from a faulty meter. It had only taken her a month on the job to figure that out. Damn straight. The door rattled open. White Einstein hair shot out over Simpkins' narrow, sun-blown face. A beer bottle bobbed in his hand as he talked, almost spilling on his bare chest and half-zipped faded blue jeans. Better be getting a refund. Are you John Simpkins? Yeah. Want a drink? Thank you, but I can't drink on the job. I have work to do. She shook the clipboard as she freed the envelope from the clip. No one ever questioned the validity of credentials when you carried a clipboard. I got something you can do, pretty thing. His stare traveled up the black jeans that snugged her legs and landed on her chest. His free hand rubbed at his bare stomach and lodged in the waistband of his jeans, while a sneer landed on his lips. She needed to do this and get out before his hands got other ideas. She stuffed the envelope she was holding into the hand in his jeans. Desperate times and all. You've been served. She ran toward her car. She usually had a good 20 seconds or so before the servees figured out what happened. Then they'd chase her or swear. One guy pulled a gun, but thankfully he couldn't figure out how to disengage the safety. Given this guy's state of alcohol consumption, she probably had a good minute or so before he realized he held a summons. She twisted the key in the ignition. Sputter, sputter. Nothing. No, no, no. She glanced at the house, but Beer Baby wasn't coming after her. He was still squinting at the pages in the envelope. Thank goodness. She tried the key again. More sputtering, and then an unfulfilling silent ending. She jiggled the key and kissed the top of the steering wheel before rubbing the dashboard. Come on, baby. Roxy flinched as something hit her car and dirt splattered the driver's side window. A bare-chested John Simpkins ran toward her, yelling obscenities. Summons crumpled in one hand and a potted plant in the other. He threw the planter at the car, taking out her side mirror. "Stop that!" She screamed at the window and turned the key in the ignition. The engine sputtered. "Please start!" Another terracotta pot hit the hood. Dirt sprayed everywhere and a round cactus lodged in the windshield wiper. More sputtering, and then, thankfully, the engine caught with a rumble. She threw the car into drive just as Simpkins stumbled back to the steps to his house. He picked up a dying ficus from the bottom step and ran into the street. More swearing. The pathetic tree flew through the air and hit pavement. "You lion!" She raced onto Rainbow Boulevard. She avoided the words coming out of his mouth. She didn't need an active imagination to know what he was going to say. M&J Investigations was propped between a chiropractor and a day spa. She got out of the Camaro, hanging her bag on her shoulder, and tugged at the cactus attached to her windshield wiper. She pulled, but the roots were wrapped around the wiper like a boa with its prey. Roxy finally dislodged her new hood ornament and crossed the lot. She opened the door to the agency, its bright blue sign stating M&J Investigations. We serve your papers in 7 days or it's free. She dropped the former hood ornament into the garbage can next to the front counter, where her best friend Serena West's voice sighed into the phone. She had another guy to serve today, but first she had an affidavit to write to prove she'd served John the plant chucker his summons. You'd think a picture of her car covered in dirt and plant life would be proof enough. Unfortunately, courts didn't take photographic proof of car violence. One would think it would be a thing. The front door opened and Serena appeared. So, do you want to tell me what happened to your car? Did Roxy want to tell her? Not really. But since Serena would just keep asking, she had better come up with something quick. My car had an accident. That was quick. With a landscaping company? The front door opened again. This time, Roxy detected it, and the man who entered. He looked to be in his early 30s. Short, light brown hair cut shorter on the sides, 5 o'clock shadow along a strong jaw, dark jeans, and a white shirt that appeared to cover a body worth licking. If she was into that type of thing. She hadn't found anyone worth licking in a long time. Not that she'd been searching. Much. I'm Detective McCauley. He showed the badge on his hip to Serena, who somehow was already greeting him by her desk. I'm looking for Roxy Horne. Roxy? Someone to see you? Roxy stood up from her desk and walked toward the nice-looking detective. I'm Roxy. Miss Horne, we've had a complaint from a Mr. John Simpkins. He claims you stole his potted plants. Stole them. Is this some sort of joke? I'm being punked, aren't I? She looked for the hidden cameras because, come on. He didn't respond. Didn't start laughing. Apparently not a joke. I just left that guy like 20 minutes ago. Does he have you on speed dial? He can be persistent. The detective still wasn't smiling. If I give you the plants back, will this be over? How did you get the plants? It's easier to show you. Follow me. She plucked the cactus from the trash on her way out the front door and walked over to her car. Roxy dangled the cactus by the roots. Here's the first plant. What am I supposed to do with that? He didn't move to take the cactus, so she tossed it on the hood of her car. Here's another one. Roxy untangled a lump of soil with 3 green leaves from the broken side mirror. She put them on the hood next to the cactus in a happy little pile. Then she pried a piece of terracotta from the passenger side wiper. Here you go. Please give him my regards when you return his plants. Why are his plants on your car? The detective's lips quirked at the edges. Apparently, he was so thankful for being served, he threw his plants at my car. You can see how I thought they were a gift. Detective Stoic's lips curved upward. What happened to your mirror? One of the pots didn't break before it hit the side. Do you want to press charges? No thanks. Then my work here is done. He nodded to the foliage on the hood. I'll let you keep that.